Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I want to do a little update of my reading journal and share with you what I've read so far. I've read 2 books from what you'll see in this video. I've read 2 books and I just want to go through the journal with you guys and show you what I've done with the pages that I have created and try to maintain momentum and not fall behind like I have in the past. So the first book I read this year is Chronicles of a Death Foretold is the title in English. I read it in Spanish. This is by Gabriel Garcia Marquez and the Spanish title is Crónica de una muerte anunciada. I heard a lot about this short story, and I actually found it on a trip that we took maybe 2 years ago, and I ended up taking it, and finally, years later, I'm able to read it. I'm really happy that I read it because I really liked it. And here you can see that I'm trying to fill in everything, all of my spreads for the journal. I want to track the days that I read in Spanish and the books that I read in Spanish and the books that I'm reading in English. I also want to track every day what I'm reading physically or audiobook and all of that. And now here, I had forgotten to set up my what's going to be like some sort of gallery. And this is where I'm going to put all the book covers of the um, books as I read them. So this is something different that I didn't do last year, and I want to get to do it this year. And yeah, this is me just setting it up so that I can add the cover of the book. Okay, so here I'm just cutting it to a smaller size. I actually printed these covers, the image of the covers. I printed them on my HP Sprockets, and I've had this one for years and years and years, and that's what I would use last year for my the images of the book covers, and now I'm using it again, but this time I figured out how to put like 2 or 4 covers in one photo and then make them smaller. So I think this size is perfect for what I want to do in this little gallery where I have all the photos of the books that I've read all year long. Now this challenge, I sort of started it last year, but I didn't have a spread in my journal this year. I made sure that I have a spread that is dedicated to Latin American authors because I want to make sure that I'm reading more Latin American authors. And since I am fluent in Spanish, I want to make sure that I'm reading them and that I'm reading them in their original language in Spanish. So that's one of the challenges for this year, and hopefully we'll get to see a lot of countries, Latin American countries, colored in by the end of the year. Another challenge that I have is to read more of my physical books or the audiobooks that I have that I own. So that's what this spread is all about. So I decided to do like a bookshelf, and I'm coloring in, as you just saw, I'm coloring in the book that I'm reading. I've seen a few people doing this challenge also, reading around the world, and just basically, uh, this is just another spread where I get to mark if I read a book from a different country. So I decided to do also a spread for that one and see at the end of the year how diverse and spread out my reading is. The next book I read was actually an audiobook I have from Audible, and so I listened to this one. It is called Born a Crime: Stories from a South African Childhood by Trevor Noah. This is a memoir, and oh my God, it was absolutely amazing. It was such a good memoir, and um, this is why I love memoirs, because all of the ones that I've read so far or listened to so far, I have absolutely loved. So I will be reading more memoirs in the future. So again, this is one that I own, so I went ahead and marked it off of my TBR. Even though I don't have it physically, I did still own the the audiobook, so I wanted to mark it off of my list. But yeah, if you have a chance to read or listen to it, he narrates the audiobook himself. It is amazing. It is so good, and this is more like an homage to his mother, and it is just so great. I don't even have the words to describe how great it is. Hopefully later on I'll get to talk about it in another video. Maybe if I try to do like wrap ups at the end of the month, and I can tell you a little more. But here again, I am coloring another book in my where I'm tracking my goals, and this is my second one, so I put a little number 2 on it. I'm kind of glad this turned out okay. I was a little nervous about coloring over the ink or using marker over the ink, but so far it's turning okay. Now my bookshelf, I made sure that I um, also have it in my bookshelf, so that I could have at the end of the year my bookshelves will look all nice and complete. So that is pretty much it. Let me know if you guys liked this type of videos where I can update you about my reading journal every so often, maybe every couple of books. And that is it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.